You know, sometimes you can forgive a situation and be kumbaya again with folks, but that's not always the case. And I know many Aquariuses, in my life where that's not always the case. You know, once you tear your ass is torn, and you gotta go on about your way. You gotta get the hell on with an Aquarius. Um, but yeah, a lot of forgiveness is important. Like I said, it's not for the people that hurt you or offend you. It's for you so that you can move on and be happy without a grudge, without a resentment. Aquarius, when you forgive, that means you don't have that grudge, you don't have that resentment, you don't have that hatred for the person or the situation. Yeah, because regardless, life must go on. Yeah, we got the Two of Wands here. Regardless, life must go on. You must get out of your comfort zone. You must evolve past any resentment and any grudges, because life has to go on regardless. Um, Again, this is about maturity. Yeah. Um, it's about maturity and getting out of your comfort zone, and moving on, regardless. Yeah. Let's go a little deeper with the Two of Wands. Let's see what the Two of Wands is saying. Anticipation. Ooh, yeah. Anticipation, decisions. There's some decisions here that have to be made. Um, a dual path, options, having options, immigration. Oh, maybe you're moving. Maybe there's a love. There's a lover. Maybe your lover lives in a different town and you're moving. You're making it official. You're moving to the different town with your lover. Or for work, you could be moving. Yeah, you got a decision to make. I feel like it's a decision about a move. If you're moving to a different place, yeah. For love, for work, for whatever. I feel like there's something going on here with a move. And it's like you're waiting and you're restless. It also speaks about detachment. Not showing any emotions or feelings. Lack of contentment. Ooh. Listen, Aquarius. Like I said, the show must go on. The show must go on. You got to keep moving. You got to keep moving forward, baby. I feel like maybe there's a situation here that you need to I was gonna say that maybe you need to forgive some type of situation here. It could have been with a lover, it could have been with a business partner, family member. Yeah, because like I started out with the Lion King, where there was a family situation. Yeah, I feel like there's a situation here, Aquarius. I'm gonna say Cancer. Maybe it's with a Cancer. There's a situation here, Aquarius, that needs some closure. Yeah, because you got to move on. The show must go on. Yeah, you got to get out of your comfort zone. Maybe you're refusing to revisit the situation for closure, but I think you need to revisit the situation for closure. Like I said, the forgiveness, that's how you move on, that's how you get over it. Like I said, it's either repairable or it's not, but either way, it's a part of healing for you, Aquarius. It says the world is yours. The world is yours, baby. Plan for the future. Yeah, the world is yours. Plan for the future. Get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, this is all about decisions, discovery, and progress. It's time to make some progress. What else is happening here? Oh, look, you got the Hermit. Yeah, you got to do some isolation. You got to do some soul searching. Some isolation, some soul searching, some meditating to figure out what you really want to do, Aquarius. What do you really want to do? Look at the Hermit. The Hermit is like, leave me the hell alone. Why are you bothering me? It's like you don't want to be bothered. You just want to be by yourself right now so that you can figure yourself out. Yeah, figure out what you want to do. You figure out your next move. Yeah, I always speak a lot about meditation with this. You know, doing yoga, taking meditation classes. I don't know what your religion is, but praying is meditation. Chanting, that's Buddhism. Yeah. Even going to the gym, you know, just to blow off some steam is meditation. You know, you got to work that anger and rage out of your body. I feel like you're angry, Aquarius. You are fucking pissed, to be honest with you. I feel like, yeah. And you got to work that shit out of your body. If you leave that shit in your body, do you know the stress, the depression, the anxiety that it will cause? Yeah. Most definitely, yes. The Hermit wants you to take a moment for yourself. Take a moment for yourself to do some soul searching. To do some meditating, to figure out your purpose, to figure out what you want to do, to connect spiritually. Yeah, you have to connect spiritually. Pay attention to your intuition. Like I said, pray, yoga, meditate, go to the gym. Yeah, it's all about you, Aquarius. It's all about you in getting yourself together and doing what you want to do. Yeah. Baby, I'm going to say it again. The show must go on. It's time to make some decisions. It's time to make some decisions. It's time to make some progress. Yeah, get out of your comfort zone. Have those difficult discussions you need to have. Yeah. Get out of your comfort zone. Have those difficult discussions you need to have. And like I said, either it's repairable or it's not. Either way, everybody said what they need to say, and you can move on comfortably, you know? Yeah. And then you got the Nine of Wands here. Stand your ground. You got to set up boundaries with people. Look at him. He got his wand stood up there straight. Like, don't fucking play with me. This is a boundary. Don't play with my boundary. Yeah, Aquarius, set up your boundaries. People can't play with your boundaries. Yes. look, he is pissed too. Yeah, he is pissed. Like, I dare you to come across these wands. Yeah. So it's about having courage. You know, setting up your boundaries, Aquarius, and having courage, standing on business, standing on your boundaries. You know, you have to make people respect your boundaries. Yeah, having courage, persistence. Something is a test of your faith. It is just a test. Yeah, I'm hearing it is just a test. It is a test of your faith. This is the last test of your strength before the finish line. Yeah. Stand tall in the face of adversity. It's like you're feeling battered. You're tired. You're feeling battered. It's like you're tired of fighting. Yeah, you're tired of fighting. You're tired of struggling. Baby, we started out in the beginning with the King of Wands. Yeah. That said there will be no more of that. There will be no more struggling. Right. No more fighting. If at first you don't succeed, baby, you know what to do. Dust yourself off and try again, like Aaliyah said. If at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. Try again. Just don't give the fuck up. Just don't give up, Aquarius. Dust yourself off and try again. Maintain your position. I think I said that in the beginning. Yeah, you got to fight to maintain your position. You can't just let somebody come in and take your position. Shit that you worked so hard for. Yeah, because like I said, I felt like somebody was trying to take your spot. I felt like it was a family member, but it could even be a friend. It could even be a co-worker, you know. Like I said, take it as it would resonate with you. Yeah. Yeah, but you got to stand up for yourself. Stand up for your position. Keep pushing. Let others support and help you. I said that with the King and the Queen of Wands. It's about manifesting. It's about your visions. People want to help you. People want to be a part of whatever the hell you got going on, Aquarius. They want to support you. So let them. And look, and then you got the Five of Pentacles here in reverse. This is recovering from a loss. Yeah. I feel like you're recovering from some type of loss, some type of hardship. I always get job loss with the Five of Pentacles, job loss, fired from a job. I even get homelessness. Yeah. But I feel like you are recovering. You are recovering from a major loss where you were feeling very insecure. Yeah, I feel like you're feeling a little more secure now. Yeah. I feel like your status is gonna be back up. I feel like maybe your status, your social status, it took a little turn. Like your wealth, maybe even your health. Maybe even your health took a little turn. But I feel like you are recovering. Yeah, you're not feeling cursed anymore. Yeah. Let's go deeper with the Nine of Wands. Financially, something financially happened here, and it was real bad. And I feel like you're recovering now, but you have to set up boundaries. Yeah, you have to set up boundaries, Aquarius. Let's see what it be. Hopefully my damn camera don't go off again. Hold on. If the Nine of Wands is appearing upright, it is indicating that you are suffering from financial distress currently and don't know how to get out of the situation. Although the reason behind the stressful situation is not a very serious one, it is still taking a toll on you. Yes, something happened here financially that took a toll on you. But like I said, this is in reverse, so I feel like you're recovering. Yeah. This card signals that you are under pressure right now because of these troubles. This current situation is making you question your previous decisions. Baby, you had decisions right here. Where I felt like you needed to go into isolation and do some soul searching and some meditating, connecting spiritually to your intuition, to the almighty power. Like I said, I don't know what your religion is, but take it as it resonates. This current situation is making you question your previous decisions, and you are also considering taking out money from your savings. Baby, in the beginning you had saved so much money, even going a step further and taking out a loan to relieve yourself from this stressful situation. Shit, if finances is that bad, file for bankruptcy. Yeah, give yourself some financial release. Fuck them bill collectors. File for a bankruptcy. Yes, especially in this economy. Shit, I'm struggling now. I'm like, damn, I gotta go to the grocery store. Payday is fucking next week. Yeah, so I'm like, fuck. Yeah, it's a lot of stretching. There's a lot of stretching going on right now. And these bill collectors calling and harassing, baby. Yeah, file for bankruptcy. You may even be going a step further to take a loan out to relieve yourself from the situation. Yeah, or borrowing from someone close to you is also in your mind right now. But the Nine of Wands suggests that you avoid disrupting your savings. You hear that, Aquarius? Do not disrupt your savings or fall prey to loans, because it is a mess in itself, baby. To tackle this problem, try finding another source of income other than your actual one. Yeah, might have to get a little side hustle, whatever that may be. If your work allows it, try doing extra hours and performing overtime to ensure extra earnings. Yeah. Know that these problems and stressful situations are not permanent things, and soon you will be able to get out of this situation. It's just temporary, baby. It's just temporary. You got to work your way around it. You just have to make sure that you are not harming your current savings. Do not dip in that savings, Aquarius. In the beginning, you had saved so much and we're doing so good. And you know, like I said, the economy is so fucked up. Everybody's struggling and stretching resources right now. Yeah, but instead of tapping into your savings, get a little side hustle. Work some overtime. Yeah. See what you can do before you tap into your savings. Tapping into your savings should be your last resort. Okay? You just have to make sure that you are not harming your current savings, as it may hinder your plans. Come up with solutions that will not affect your future, because with determination and sheer will, you will surely be able to get through this, baby. You're going to get through it. I feel like you're already fucking recovering. Yeah. Yeah. And then you got the Ace of Wands here. Growth, inspiration. Growth, inspiration. Know that you are connected to the divine. Yeah. Heavy religion here. Growth and inspiration. Maturing. Maturity, especially when it comes to your funds. Yeah, I'm getting heavy fun money situations here, you know, that require maturing, and doing what you have to do. Like I said, like working overtime, getting a side hustle. Yeah. But what you don't want to do is start borrowing money, digging yourself into a deeper hole. You don't want to start borrowing money and dipping into your savings. Yeah. There are other alternatives around, you know, situations like this. Yeah. Like I said, baby, I know. Shit. Payday ain't until next week. The refrigerator is empty. And I'm like, fuck. What the fuck we gonna do? What the fuck are we gonna do? You know, you just gotta have to work around it. Work around it, baby. Get creative. Get creative. Like I said, I start pulling out them ramen noodles. Start getting creative with them ramen noodles. Start doing different shit. You know, when it comes to planning meals. And instead of getting them fucking Balenciagas, you're going to have to go on over to Marshalls and get them Jessica Simpsons. Yeah, you just got to cut back. You got to cut back right now. Yeah, money is scarce. Money is not what it's supposed to be right now. Not just for you, Aquarius, but for everybody. Yeah, so you just gotta pull back a little bit. Yeah. And get creative with your spending. Yes, get creative with your spending. All right, let's end over here because, like I said, this Ten of Swords has been sticking out to me since I noticed it. Hold on. So we got the Queen of Wands here. This lady is a social butterfly. She's energetic. She is confident. She is outgoing. She is brave. She has courage. She is a visionary, an entrepreneur. Yes. Like the King of Wands we had in the beginning. Yeah. We got the Queen here. And something has broken her spirit, though. Something has broken her spirit. Yeah, Aquarius, I feel like something has broken your spirit. It's like you're not your happy, outgoing, social self. Yeah. And like I said, queens are female energies, mothers, grandmothers, wives, aunts, sisters. Take it as it resonates as female energy. And the Ten of Swords, which is you, speaks a lot about grieving and pain and ending and loss. Damn. I don't know if it's been a loss of a mother or a grandmother or a sister or aunt. It's a loss here. Maybe of some type of female energy in your life, Aquarius, and it has devastated you. Yeah. So like I said, swords are you, Aquarius. Swords are the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. It's all about your mind. It's all about your mental health, your mental well-being, your intelligence, your intellect. Aquarius, you are a very intellectual sign. Yeah. It's about your common sense, your morals, your values. Yeah. Discipline, structure. Yeah. Basically, it's something mentally going on here with you, Aquarius. Like I said, it has devastated you. It could be a death. It could be a divorce. Yeah. Um, yeah, it says a painful ending, a loss, a betrayal, loss, betrayal, feeling stabbed in the back, deeply wounded, um, job, job loss, death, divorce, something out of the blue has rocked your world. Yeah, we had a major loss right here too, that I felt that you were recovering from. Yeah, it could have even been an illness, recovery of an illness. Yeah. Yeah. Something out the blue has rocked your world. You could be asking yourself, will you find love again? Will you find love again? Will you be able to trust again? There's a lot going on here. Nasty rumors, betrayed trust, cheating. Whew. Or this could be a fight. A fight with some type of female. Like I said, I feel like there's a family issue going on here, where there's a fight. Yeah. Nasty rumors, stabbing each other in the back, betrayed trust, baby. We just had a whole conversation about, forgiveness and, things not being repairable. Yeah, things may not be repairable, but you still have to forgive and move on. Sometimes things are repairable and you can kumbaya with each other again. But yeah, it's definitely some conversations I feel like that need to be had. Um, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Cheating, nasty rumors, betrayed trust. But it's the end. Yeah, it's the end. I'm getting boys to men. Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's the end of the road for this situation. You might not can let go. Yeah, but it's the end. You can't change other folks' reaction, but you can control how you respond to it. Aquarius, pick yourself up and move forward. Like I said, the show must go on. Pick yourself up and move forward. You can no longer resist this change. You can't resist the change any longer. You gotta let the shit hit the fan. You gotta let the shit hit the fan. But I promise you, whatever is on the other side of that shit hitting the fan is for your better good. It's like you're seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. You have a clearer vision now. You have a clearer perspective now. Once the shit hits the fan and you find out what you find out, yeah, your vision becomes so much clearer. So don't try to stop the shit from hitting the fan. Let it hit the fan, baby. Let that shit splatter the motherfucking walls. Yeah, let the chips fall wherever they may. Because listen, you'll know what you know, and then there'll be no more pain. Right? You'll know what you know. There'll be no more pain. You can start healing. It says learn from your mistakes and evolve to your full potential, baby. What we got backing this up? And it's a celebration. Look, the shit done hit the fan, done splattered the wall and everything, and now you fucking celebrating. You having a good old time. You toasting it up, Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like you releasing so much shit in Aquarius season. You like, yeah, fuck that shit. Let's toast it up, baby. Yeah, let's toast it up. It's time for that champagne life, like Neo said. Yeah. The Three of Cups is all about friendship. I always get Waiting to Exhale with the Three of Cups. The movie Waiting to Exhale, it had Whitney Houston in it. She played Savannah. Savannah was fucking around with a married man who kept saying he was going to leave his wife. Turns out the wife was pregnant. He wasn't going to leave her in the first place. So that was his excuse for not leaving his wife. Oh, she's pregnant. I can't leave now. Motherfucker, you got to be out your damn mind. Yeah. Then I get Leela Roshan. She was also fucking with a married man. but she was the one that ended up pregnant. Yeah. And she told him, she said, yeah, it's yours, and I'm keeping it. We don't need you. And slammed the fucking door in his face. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta tell motherfuckers we don't need you. Slam the door right in his face. Yep. Then you had Angela Bassett. She played Bernadine. Bernadine's husband left her for another woman. Yeah. She set all his shit on fire. While all the time that I was loving you, you were busy loving yourself. Ooh, what? I would stop breathing if you told me to. Now you're busy loving someone else. 11 years out of my life. Besides the kids, I have nothing to show. Baby, wasted my years, a fool of a wife. I should have left your ass 1,000 times. Should have left his ass 1,000 times, Aquarius, a long time ago. But that's what I mean. You got to forgive yourself for that shit. You was doing what you thought was right for your family. Baby. Yeah. And who was the other one? Oh, Gloria. Gloria had a son. You know, she was a single mother. She had a son. You know, the father would pop by once or twice a year. She would get her a little ding-a-ling or whatever. But the last time he showed up, he told her he was gay. So, yeah. I don't know if that movie resonates with you in any way, but it's all about friendship. It's all about friendship. At the end, even after everything that they have went through, they was toasting it up, saying Happy New Year. Yeah, it's about friendship, about honoring one another, loving one another, you know, having someone to share the struggle with. Yeah. Friendship, honoring one another, each friend having a unique contribution, respecting that friend's contribution. Yeah. Yes, friendship is very healing. Yeah. Truly healing. I don't know. Let's go a little deeper. I got a few minutes left. The Three of Cups usually speaks a lot about celebrations. Yeah, like I said, it is Aquarius season. It is your birthday. It's a celebration. I also get wedding with this card, engagement. I think I said in the beginning, I felt like you were getting married or engaged. I feel like you could be getting popped the question on your birthday, Aquarius. Yeah, marriage, engagement, baby shower, yeah, work events. Yeah, it's a celebration. It's definitely a celebration. Let's go a little deeper. My man, my baby, dicking me down, spoiling me, driving me crazy. Hey. But yeah, the Three of Cups speaks about meetings, enjoyment, friendship, gatherings, yeah, indulgence, festivals, joy, happiness, wedding, engagement party, graduation, baby shower, happy times. Yeah. I feel like you've been through it, Aquarius, baby. You've been through the trenches. Yes. You've been through the trenches. You're recovering. Yeah. And you're at that point in life where it's happy times. You've matured, or you're maturing, and it's happy times. You're enjoying life. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So that's a beautiful way. That's a beautiful way to end this, baby. You know, we go through the trenches. Yeah, we go through the trenches, but we get through it. We're always connected to divine. We get through it. We do what we have to do to survive until we get to where we can be comfortable and enjoy the happy times. Yeah. And I feel like, baby, there's a lot of happy times this year for you, Aquarius. There's going to be a lot of happy times, a lot of happy events and gatherings for you this year. Yes, indeed. But I just want you to know you have to get out of your comfort zone. Life must go on regardless. Life goes on. Yeah. Do some healing. Do some healing, some isolation. Sometimes you got to take a break from the gatherings to have some time to yourself so that you can do some soul searching and some meditation where you connect to your intuition, connect to the Almighty One. Yeah. Figure out your purpose, what you want to do. Yes. Set up your boundaries. Set up your boundaries so that you don't have to go through these challenges and tribulations again. Yeah, set up your boundaries. Growth, maturity, inspiration. Yeah. Know that you are connected to the divine. Yeah. Right here, you got to evolve, baby. You got to evolve. Yes. Yes, we go through things in life that brings us to our knees. But you got to evolve. You got to forgive. You got to move on. So, baby, you could celebrate. You could celebrate. Baby, I feel like you're celebrating accomplishments, healing. Yeah. You're celebrating your accomplishments, your healing, and the struggles and the challenges that you have overcome, baby. This is beautiful. This is actually beautiful. Yes. All right, let's do some oracles real quick. We got Temple. Ooh, so I haven't seen this card in a minute. So I get Temple in two ways. Our bodies are temples. Yes. Our bodies are temples, and we have to treat our bodies as such. Not everybody should have access to our bodies sexually. Not everybody should have access to our aura. Period. Yeah. Take care of your health. Take care of your body. I also get temples, like with churches, like mosque and things like that. So heavy religion here. It's all about your inner being. Visualization. Baby. You got the king and the queen. The king and the queen of wands out here. They are visionaries. Yeah. It's time for you to manifest your visions, Aquarius. Yeah. And it also speaks about sacred space. I just said isolation. Having a sacred space where you can isolate to meditate and soul search and figure out what you want, Aquarius. Like I said, I spoke about meditation, praying, going to the gym, doing yoga. Yeah. Here you got harmony, balance, energy, breath, and flow. I always get that song from Waiting to Exhale. Speaking about Waiting to Exhale, by Toni Braxton. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Let it flow, baby. Don't nobody want no broke heart. Don't nobody want no two-timing loser. Hell nah. Toni said, first thing Monday morning, I'm gonna pack my tears away. Baby, it's time to pack your tears away. I think you need to go watch Waiting to Exhale, Aquarius. Yes. But yeah, we got balance, energy, breath, and flow. Like I said, meditation, yoga, going to the gym. Yeah. Lastly, we got compassion, nurturing, giving, love, and life. Having compassion for one another, nurturing one another. Yeah. Giving to one another, loving life, friendship. Yeah. That's giving me the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles speaks a lot about mentorship. We're all learning from one another and teaching one another. Yeah. It's all about respect. Yeah, respect, friendship, mentorship, teamwork, making the dream work. Yeah. Gotta work together. We gotta work together. We gotta love on one another, be nurturing and compassionate towards one another, giving if you can. It doesn't even have to be financially. It could be giving your knowledge on something, giving your expertise on something, your experience on something. It doesn't always have to be financial. Yeah. All right, Aquarius, that's how we start your season out. Of course, I'm going to do the other air signs as well, Libra and Gemini. But until then, Aquarius, have a wonderful birthday season. Enjoy. I will definitely try my best to get back in and do another bonus reading for you before the season ends, baby. But yeah, enjoy it. Live life. Evolve to your full potential. Learn from your mistakes so you don't make the same ones over again, baby. Yeah, you're good, Aquarius. You're good. I feel like this is going to be a good year for you. And I love that for you. All right. All right. Talk to you next time. Bye.